What is up, my crazy subscriber? This is Joking John 64 here to bring us more Madden 16 Ultimate Team. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you guys have, make sure to leave a like in the video. So anyways, moving on to the gameplay, we are currently standing with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Those 2 losses came from game number 1 and game number 3. Now those 2 games could have been won, because in the fourth quarter, well, we ended up screwing up. We threw an interception in the fourth quarter that could have been a touchdown. If I would have scored a touchdown, I would have played defense, and that would have been the end of the game. Game number 3, I believe I had a fumble with Marcus Mariota, and that changed the tide of the game and pretty much was dead end after that. So I had a chance to win those games. If I would have won those games, I would have been standing with a record of 8-0, but damn, those 2 games I freaking messed up badly. So after that, I pretty much have been changing my scheme up on offense and defense, and the offense has been pretty much of a tremendous upgrade because I've been running for more than 100 yards each game with Marcus Mariota, Giovanni Bernard, and Chris Johnson at 75 overall. Now this guy, you can pretty much trust him over Jamal Charles more than half of the time because he does have 89 carrying, 95 speed, and 95 acceleration. He's faster than Jamal Charles, which is kind of surprising because last year Chris Johnson had 92 speed and 96 acceleration. So that's kind of weird. Why is Chris Johnson faster than Jamal Charles? That's a big question mark right there. So yeah, I suggest to pick up Chris Johnson. Just try him out, and you will see that the tosses with him is going to be quite faster than usual. So yeah, enough about Chris Johnson. Let's move on to the gameplay now because it's been more than a minute. So after a minute of introduction, we're finally going to get into the gameplay. All I can say about my opponent is that wow, man, you have a lot of elites. What the hell did you do to get him on? Because he does have Tony Romo. He had DeMarco Murray. He had Alshon Jeffrey, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald cost for more than 100,000 at this point, because I remember this one was actually posted in like a few weeks ago, and well, Aaron Donald was costing like over 120. And by the way, Aaron Donald's a beast. He has more than 90 power moves, 90 block shedding, over 80 speed, 80 acceleration. So he's a total beast. He does have 89 strength, but with all those stats, I mean, he's that speed and all that block shedding and power moves is gonna make up for it. So that's a total beast. How the hell did you even get this guy? So that was pretty much a surprising sight to see from my opponent. So yeah, like my opponent wasn't really having any kind of schemes going on because all I saw was just scattered passes and some runs here and there, so I wasn't really surprised what was going on. I was like, okay, I was ready for it all the time, and you can see it right here with a 3rd and 18. So my opponent throws it deep, interception by Chris Clemens, and I take it like halfway down the field. I might go down here. Nope, juke him out to the left and take it across the field, going all the way. Chris Clemens for a touchdown before the half. As you can see in the top right corner, second quarter is already at the end. 0-0-0. Chris Clemens scores a touchdown. 9 touchdowns by him. He ran like for more than 80 plus yards. So kind of insane stuff right there. So yeah, my offensive scheme in this one was pretty much go with what the defense gives you and try to fix it along the way, because I know I'll run like with options and, you know, 0-1s and inside zones, and you know, I can pretty much switch up to a quick pass instantly. So if my opponent is pressing or playing cover 3, I can switch up to a quick pass, and you know, pretty much that's all I've been doing lately. I've been improving a lot more on my offense, and especially on my passing, because you haven't seen any kind of passing going on in the past few games because I just run the ball like 24/7. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, my opponent ended up quitting. 14-0. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. They should have let me score one more touchdown at least. So that's the end of the game, guys. Nothing much happened. This wasn't a surprising game at all. It was just a whatever game. I'm guessing my opponent wasn't ready or something because he didn't have any kind of schemes going on. It was just super weird playing this game, and I just wasn't feeling it either. I was like, that's it. Well, I guess it was a win. So we ended up winning 14-0, and we are now currently standing with a record of 5-2. If you guys want to see more Madden 16 Ultimate Team gameplay, make sure you subscribe for more.